Hi everyone, Corey Thorne, the spiritual healer. Just want to talk a little bit about this full moon that we just came through and the Samhain and the Halloween and the whole ritual parts of this. And as anyone who follows any of my work on CoreyThorne.com or my Facebook or Instagram knows that you'll often hear me speak of a little bit of everything from um, you'll see Buddhas behind me. You'll see me talk a little bit about the Wiccan, the pagan rituals of the like the Samhain and what truly is behind that. And of course, my connection to God, to God consciousness, Jesus, Mother Mary. I'm a very open to my belief system in believing that the more that we live in an open mind and an open heart, it leaves us with the ability to allow us to have more space without judgment. And for a lot of us that work in this type of work, is that we spent a lot of our lives being judged just for being the weird, the odd, all of that energy. But for this Samhain energy and for the Halloween energy, the veil has been very thin. And it is a time when during these rituals or during this energy time, I like to call it energy time, during this energy, what really is for me of this, what means the most is that this is the end of the harvest season. And it's like when we can take some pause time, we are in a retrograde as well until around the 7th of November, I believe. So it's some pause time. It's look at the hard work that we've put in, what we've, reaping what we've sowed, what we've, kind of seen the rewards for all that you've harvested, all that's come from the ground, all the hard work that's put in from the ground up, what you have accomplished, what you have done within this human time. It's also truly about being able to let go and surrender over. It's like everything that is now to go to is not to go into back into the ground. It's like all the harvest things that go back into the ground that now that's nutrients for the ground, is that nothing was wasted. Everything that we have experienced, everything that we've witnessed, been through, is all kind of being like given back so that it can be transmuted into nutrients for the next year. And during this pause time, where it's also a time of going into a change of seasons. So we're in between. So we're in between that in between stage of season. So we're in between fall, we're in between the autumn equinox, and we're also in between the winter equinox. So we have that in between time. So you may find yourself like kind of in between that rest of letting things go and then waiting for that big wow of what's next for me. Where do I go from here? And it's like it's a weird energy. You feel very odd in it. You feel like, oh, it's uncomfortable to not know what's next, to not know which direction we're going, to not know which way we need to be moving forward. And it's like, so when we're so used to be go 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 and I need to know, I need to know, I need to know, is that we don't need to know everything. But it's a time of honoring where you have been, honoring what, how much work you've had to put into the essence of being who we are. Also, then for the spirit world and the veil being thin. When we speak about the veil being thin from spirit world to us, that connection of, the day of the dead energy, the energy of honoring our loved ones, honoring those who have our ancestors, those who have walked before us, those that have done, big things to help change the world, including the everyday person who truly, in the big scheme of things, if you look beyond what even the big names that we know of, what as a human race, what we have done as our parents before us, the everyday person who worked hard, those who farmed and harvested, and or those who harvested new ideas, those who started to create this new world, this new life, and honoring that, not to be sitting so much in the sadness and the grief, but what what they provided us, what they gave us, and what we were given from that. It's like we are reaping the rewards of those who have walked before us. And because they already experienced it, they try to teach us better so that we would know better, do better. And right now I'm feeling as if we're very questioning that within our own being and our own essence, and to really look back with love, gratitude, and I mean a whole lot of love for what people did before us. And no matter what the story is, that we learned lessons, blessings, and honor, what how much hardships a lot of people had to go through prior to us to be to this point of where we are today. And I feel like for some of the shift after with this blue moon is that we're seeing a shift in maybe there is an opportunity for us to coexist in a healthier world, a healthier life. And no matter what happens in the next few weeks or the next few months, it's like as long as the sun rises again, it's like as long as we see the sunrise and the sunset, and we see it, the moon phases, and we get to experience the daylight and the darkness, is that we have an opportunity. As long as we're seeing a yin and a yang of that energy, and we're seeing the feminine and the masculine, we're seeing the balance. As long as there is a balance in the energy, then we have an opportunity. And if the sun doesn't rise, if that sun stops rising or the moon stops coming, then we have a problem. Until then, we have the possibility of a healthy new future within ourselves. Something, it's like we have the ability to go inward. So with the Halloween energies, the mask that we put on, the faces. So do we put on a mask and go out and create a false reality? Do we start taking our mask off? How much, when you the energy of looking at that beyond some of the rituals or the belief system around it, is that when you look at, no matter what you're in, no matter what religion, no matter what race, no matter where we are, if we wear a false mask to the truth of us, we truly lose essence of us. We feel the need to follow fear and to get caught in that energy, or we're harvesting, when we look at what we harvest as, and we don't see the abundance, and we don't see the what has been given to us, we don't see the opportunities from those past experiences, if we don't see the benefits, the growth, what we have gained, and we keep kind of trying to play off the fear factor of it, and that the fear of we're not going to have enough, or we're not going to be able to feed everybody, or we're not going to be like, it's holding us back from the opportunities of looking at the possibilities of, well, how much more can, if we came this far, how much more can we do? What else are we possible of? And so no matter what, there is still a sun, there's still a moon, we still have the sunset, we still have the moon, we still have the phases. And we believe that essence, that when the sun sets, like the sun is now gone, so there's no sun, it's all dark. Or that the moon, when the moon is done, the moon's gone. Both are still there, neither one left. It's just the location, it's perspective, and how we look at life and the perspectives of life. And it's like that sun just shifted its gear, it just moved, and it went down for us, or it came up for us. But it actually it's moving into a new, you know in someone else's vision, it's just coming up, it's just rising, it's just, so it's like, as it moves into a new paradigm, into its own new, it's shift of reality, our reality changed because we don't see it, but it's still there, and we have faith that it's coming back, and we believe it's coming back, so we hold on to that. If we lived in every day of, God, I wonder if it's going to be back, wonder if it's coming back, well, and so same thing with the harvest seasons, is that they have faith, they plant with love, they plant with that prayer, with that sense of that the earth will provide for us, the environment, we pray, will cooperate, and we just hold on to a hope and faith that they're going to have something to harvest. So when there is something to harvest, there's something big to celebrate. And so no matter what, if we've harvested anything, whether it's a lesson or a blessing, we've got something to celebrate, that we either learn from the opportunity, that a door closed and now it's given us the opportunity to open a new door. So with love we just say thank you. And if it's an opportunity that, it's like we got so much now, that we got extras and we got so much more to give out, then it's like, oh, we took from that, we just gained so much more wisdom and knowledge. So it's so much more for us to give out. From the spirit world, they're coming to help us in this journey. They're coming to help provide us even more wisdom. They come to tell us to really live this life to full potential. It's like that whole I shoulda, coulda, woulda. when those messages come through from loved ones and I got to hand over those messages, I wish I had have told you I loved you more. I wish I had have not been afraid to live. I wish I wasn't so caught up in the money. I wish I wasn't so afraid of, of the world. I wish I had a traveled. All those things that they come to tell us, like they're coming to tell us, do it while you're here because you get the one time around at this human essence. So to celebrate the human journey, to celebrate by living it, to celebrate it by not living in fear, to know that what you're witnessing, what you're observing is like this is part of our human journey. We signed up for this, and to celebrate that they prepared this for us in some way, that our loved ones put in they planted those seeds. They began this journey for us. They put a hope and a faith. They put out prayers and prayed for miracles. And so during this time of celebrating, it's like honor those loved ones for what they have given us, and that they're taking off the mask. We're peeling back the mask. We're peeling back the layers, and we're looking beyond the situations that are in front of us and look deeper. What is happening beyond here that may be an opportunity for us to grow, to evolve, to just be able to rest in this now where we are and to think the sun will shine. There will be beautiful days, but there is always that there is a phase that even in the phase when we go into more hours of darkness, there will still be light. There will still be light. So no matter what, there is always light, and there's always light in the dark. And look at what you've harvested. Look at rewards. Look what you've achieved. Look what you've done well. And to just know that we don't have to be a character in a story. We can change that character. We can play new roles. We can be unique and authentic to who we are as we move forward. Much love. And thank you from the bottom of my heart for all your love, for all your support, for constantly being following through my work and taking part in any of my programs and courses. And go to CoreyThorne.com, Corey School of Magic, and just join us. And there's many mentors and instructors, facilitators who are a big part of this ever evolving journey that we are all on together, because women empowering women is what fills my heart. Much love, and thank you so much. Bye bye.